Good morning. My name is Benjamin Mohler. I'm a paleontologist and eater of six-day-old sushi. Today is day 14 of the Menefee expedition. That's 2 weeks that we've been out here, and we have finally reached the end of the journey. So the hadrosaur foot that we started rejacketing yesterday is the last task that we have set out for us. Once that's flipped this morning, we're going to come back to our lodging area and sort specimens and clean and get everything ready to go home. And if everything goes to plan, I will be back at my apartment in Tucson tonight, which is about a 7 to 8 hour drive away. So I'm hoping we can get things on the road and stay on track, because that's going to be a pretty big commitment. Now, before we get to the end of this expedition series, I want to make a list of acknowledgments and say my thank yous. First of all, to the expedition donors who have given me money over on patreon.com/ptpaleo. I really appreciate your support. Pledging that money allows me to pay for my own gas, pay for vehicle maintenance, pay for my own food, pay for field clothes. I haven't been able to afford buying new field clothes for quite a while. So every little thing that you pledge to me really counts. If you're interested in putting money in the pockets of people who are doing and producing paleontological research, this is one of the ways that you do it. If you want to support me, this is how you can do it. So I really appreciate everyone who has already signed up. And if you're seeing this video publicly after it's gone public on YouTube 2 months after the expedition, and you're interested in seeing these videos uploaded live, basically, so at the end of each field day, I go home, I edit the video together, and I upload, so the expedition donors are able to see as close to live as we get out here what's actually going on. So if you're interested in seeing that for next year's field season, or for any of the other digs that I'm going to be doing during this year, I got a bird flying near me, go check out PT Paleo. And also, there's a lot of other stuff that I do on Patreon. I produce research profiles, I do Q&As, there's bonus videos, bonus blogs. I do a lot of work over there, and I'm really proud of the work, so please do check that out. Producing these videos is a really interesting experience. I have actually quite a bit of experience in videography, but there's a lot of rules that you have to break in order to make this kind of videography possible. I'm primarily here, obviously, as a paleontologist, and so I'm here to find specimens, collect specimens that I can use for research, support other researchers in their endeavors, and that kind of thing. So the videography is very secondary, and I'm not able to do it in quite the same quality that if I'm just at home and I decide to produce a video that I'm able to set. For example, you can't get too precious about how you look on camera. I have looked absolutely deranged and disgusting during this series, and it's just something you have to roll with because you don't have time to fix yourself up and to shave every single day in order to make sure you look as good as possible. There's a lot of things that I'm not able to show you on camera. For example, I'm obviously not able to record all day, so every single second that I'm chipping away at rock isn't going to make it on camera. It's not interesting, and it takes up time that I'm supposed to be dedicating to doing the actual work. There's certain fossils that I can't show on camera. We, as I mentioned, collected some dinosaur teeth that you're not going to see for a while. There's also some croc skull material that I'm really excited about, but you're not going to get to see until we have a better idea of what it is, and most likely until it's actually published on. And in general, my rule here is to make sure that the videography and recording these expeditions are putting everything in a positive light, showing the work that's being done, and not intruding on that work and taking up time that's really meant to be doing paleontology. And I'm pretty proud of the end result. I've got 14 videos out for this expedition, totaling, it'll probably be about an hour or a little bit over an hour's worth of footage, which is far more than I've produced at any other time. Obviously, I did my series recording these videos last year. There were some the year before that I'm going to see if I can pull from Twitter, where they were originally uploaded and put on YouTube. There's expedition video that I did in the late 2010s that's on a different channel. So it's not a new thing, but it's new for me to be doing it in this way and to put it on Patreon and then later premiere to the public. So this is all new, but I'm really excited with how it turned out, and I'm definitely going to keep doing this. As far as other acknowledgements, I want to recognize the fact that we are on the traditional land of the Navajo people and other indigenous groups, and I want to say thank you to the traditional and indigenous stewards of this land that we are visitors to and that we perform science in. We have a responsibility to conduct ourselves in ethical ways, and I believe we have a responsibility to return the knowledge that we're producing from stuff taken from this community and then bring it back to the community. So you'll definitely be hearing more about that in hopefully the near future. The organizers of the expedition also are due a lot of credit, including the principal investigator on this trip, Dr. McDonald, Sherman Mohler and Joni Cohn from the Southwest Paleo Society, who are responsible for managing and recruiting and vetting a lot of the volunteers that you saw on this trip. They do a lot of work to make sure that we're supplied with enough people to get this work done. And the people themselves, the volunteers, are essential for getting this work done. If it was only paleontologists on this trip, there would be like a third to a quarter of the number of people that you see. So we really do rely on the public's help, the public's donations, and when you're able to provide it, your physical labor out here in the field in order to get this stuff done. So we really appreciate that. I also want to say a shout out to Douglas Wolfe, who helped start this project in the first place all those years ago. And thank you to all of the mentors who have obviously helped me become the type of person who can drive up here on my own and be as self-sufficient as I am, and to be doing this work as kind of an independent researcher. It's a little bit of a scary thing to be in that middle ground between your undergraduate and your graduate school and kind of be in between employment situations, but I think I'm making it work as best as I can. And obviously, I want to say thank you to my companion, without which I would not have been able to make it 2 straight weeks out here without desperately missing home. So I really appreciate you. I'm really proud of you, and I love you, and I can't wait to bring you back out here next year. So with all of that said, let's go finish our task. Yeah, there you go. Horses on patrol. If I get stamped to death, don't take my stuff. Got those rainbow ducks. Thank you so much for bringing those, Leia. All right, no ghosts. We're good.
It lifted the whole thing.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's get our structure. Yeah, it looks good though. I can see any looks of bone.
Easily one of the weirdest places we've ever had to jacket.
Yeah.
I know.
Just shards. Concretion. Now let's walk you out.
They're left of the cars.
Foot secure. One last slam, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Slam. Here we go. Long day ahead. Da-da-da-da-da.